You're surrounded by people. The music is loud. Everyone is talking, laughing. Someone is telling a story, and the whole room reacts. On the outside, everything looks exactly like it's supposed to. And yet something inside you feels completely alone. Not sad, not angry, just disconnected. Like you're watching everything through glass. Present in the room, but absent from it at the same time. If you've ever felt this, you know exactly what I mean. And if you have, you're not broken. What you're experiencing has a name. And the reason it happens is far more interesting than you think. Psychologists call it social loneliness versus emotional loneliness. Social loneliness is simply not having people around you. That's the obvious kind. Emotional loneliness is something much deeper. It's being around people, but feeling completely unseen by them, not connected to them in any way that actually matters. You can be alone and feel completely fine. You can be in a crowded room and feel like the loneliest person alive. The number of people around you has almost nothing to do with it. Here's what's actually happening in your brain. Human beings are not wired for quantity of connection. We are wired for depth of connection. Your brain has a system specifically designed to detect whether your social interactions are meaningful or not. And when you're in a room full of surface-level conversations, small talk, noise, performance, your brain registers something is missing even if it can't explain what. It's like being hungry, but only having food that has no nutritional value. You're eating, but nothing is being fed. The conversations that actually satisfy your brain are the ones where you feel truly heard, where someone understands not just your words, but what's behind them, where you can be honest without performing. Those moments are rare, and your brain knows the difference every single time. Now here's something nobody talks about. The loneliness you feel in a crowded room is often loneliness for yourself. When you spend hours performing, being the version of you that fits the room, laughing at the right moments, saying the right things, you lose contact with who you actually are. You're so busy being what the room needs that you forget what you need. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, you feel a strange distance from your own self. That disconnection from yourself is the loneliness. Not from the people around you, from you. This is also why some people feel most alive when they are completely alone. Not because they don't need people, but because solitude is the only place they can find themselves again after spending hours being someone else. So what do you do when you feel this way? First, stop forcing it. The worst thing you can do when you feel disconnected in a crowd is try to perform your way out of it. Laugh louder. Talk more. It makes the emptiness worse because now you're even further from yourself. Second, find one real moment. You don't need the whole room. You need one person, one conversation, one moment of actual honesty. Even 30 seconds of being genuinely seen is worth more to your brain than 3 hours of small talk. Third, understand what your brain is actually asking for. The loneliness you feel is not a flaw. It is your brain telling you that what you are currently experiencing is not enough. It is asking for depth, for realness, for connection that actually feeds something. The loneliness in a crowded room is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a sign that you are someone who needs more than the surface. And in a world that has gotten very good at keeping everything shallow, that hunger for depth is one of the most human things about you. See you in the next one. And if this is something you have felt but never had words for, subscribe to Mind in the Dark. Every week we go into the parts of your mind that nobody talks about. Don't miss it.